Hello, my name's Shamesh, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite quotations of all time. And I think it's a really good quote. I think it's underused, and I think it's a quote which has really helped me to navigate or avoid burnout as a mindfulness teacher, anyway, and how it may be helpful to you too. It's no guarantees, but maybe it will help. So I'll be sharing that in a few moments. But first, I just want to share with you my little journey and where I may have made some mistakes and challenges and how I could avoid that. So when I was in my early 20s, I decided to become a school teacher. And my motivation for that was because I felt that's what the world needed. I felt that, children are the future of the world, which they are, and education is really important, which it is. And so I thought, okay, I should become a school teacher, be a teacher in a school where all the children do practices like mindfulness and meditation, which makes a huge difference, I think. And to also, I was a science teacher too, so also teaching science, and that was great. And so I was doing it out of that motivation, and I was enjoying it at the beginning. And it was really good and really fun, and I found it very engaging. The children enjoyed the classes too, and it was a good challenge as well. But after I'd been teaching for almost a decade, the process of me learning and delivering a lesson became almost too easy, I guess, and the challenge wasn't so much there. And so I started to kind of lose my passion for it a bit. And it was at that point I thought, okay, I need to definitely think about doing something different. And one fortunate thing led to another, and ended up moving into teaching mindfulness full time. And this was back in the early days where there were probably just a small handful of mindfulness teachers, actually. So a bit of a gamble. Luckily, it became a popular thing. But the quotation that has really kind of struck me is this one by Howard Thurman. And I'll be interested to know if you've heard this quote before and what you think of it. Okay, so here it is. I'm putting it on the screen. So the quote is, "Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and go do that, because of what the world needs is people who have come alive." And I was on this kind of program, like a leadership program thing, a year or two ago, and there's hundreds of people there and lots of different quotes and things being shared. And I shared this one, and it really struck a chord with the organizers as well, and they made it part of their kind of main video that they shared with everyone. And this is a group of community leaders, people that want to make a positive difference in the world. And I'm guessing all the people who are following me or watching this are into that too. You want to do something meaningful, something purposeful that really makes a difference in the world. And on paper, that all sounds really great. Like, think about what the world needs and focus on doing that. But what I've found is that if you just motivate yourself just from, okay, this is what the world needs, let me go and do that, it's much easier to run out of energy and to run out of motivation and to have this idea of fighting, fighting, fighting. But there's another way or another approach that I found kind of works quite nicely and amazingly, actually. And that's to think about, what do you enjoy doing? What is it that when you do it, it's almost like, you'd do it whether the world needed it or not. You'd do it whether you'd get paid for it or not, because you just really love it. It's really fun. It's really enjoyable. It's almost like something you do to recharge yourself. And it may be possible that that could be the thing that you do that recharges you and replenishes you, and at the same time makes a difference in the world. I'm in a room right now which is full of artwork, actually. And it's I'm just renting a place right now, and it's obviously the owner's an artist, and obviously it makes him feel alive to do the artwork. And me looking at this artwork is very uplifting and energizing for me. So he's doing something that brings him alive, that I'm guessing he enjoys doing it, quite often with something like artwork it is. And it also brings alive the observer. And maybe he's even making a living doing that. And although what I was doing before was fantastic and great, and I really felt it was making a positive difference, which was teaching children and education and bringing mindfulness to them, there's nothing, I think, to say that that was a good thing and doing artwork is a bad thing. I think everyone needs to do what they what brings them alive, what they feel is meaningful, and what they feel energizes them. And I think that's a way of kind of avoiding running out of energy and getting too worn out. And I can't imagine when I'm doing the things that I really enjoy doing, I can't imagine running out of energy doing them, or getting frustrated or burnout, all that kind of stuff when I'm really loving it. It's only when I'm doing stuff which I'm not enjoying so much that the energy levels can start diminishing. And if I'm doing it out of the weight of responsibility and that this is what the world needs, and even though I don't like doing it, I must do it, I think I would only be able to do that for so long. So I'd be really interested to hear what you think about this quote, if it applies to you in any way. I'll read it out again. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. So I'd love to hear if any of you have thought about that quote, have you heard that quote, and what it means for you. Maybe you are doing something which does really make you feel alive, or do something that makes you feel an alignment and is fulfilling for you. Or maybe there's just some small adjustments that you think that you can make which wouldn't be so difficult, but could make a difference. Now, for some of you, or many of you, or all of you, I don't know, you may be doing a certain work or certain job, or have certain responsibilities in your life, and you just can't change them. You may feel like you're stuck with them. What do you do in that situation or circumstance? Sometimes that's absolutely true. Sometimes actually you're spending time, watching television or YouTube or on social media, which you could be spent doing something which is more fulfilling for you. So that's something worth reflecting and thinking about too. I'd love to kind of start a bit of a debate here about this quotation, about what it means for you, and if you think that this is the direction that you may need to go in, or adjust or change in some way. Great, so thanks a lot for watching, and let me know if you have any comments or questions, or what questions you have for videos that I can make in the future for you. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.